little haul today. I'm gonna put our mesh gloves on. Also, I just realized I have music. Let's stop the music. There we go. Gotta mute that so that YouTube does not get angry. But anyways, I just came back from the city. I had a burlesque class today. And I wanted to show you guys what I got in the city from Forbidden Planet. So you guys like comic books? This is from Forbidden Planet in New York City. Forbidden Planet has been around forever. They have downsized the store, so it is quite crowded in there. So you can get comic books, you can get all different types of merch, and also like anime, manga, like anything that you kind of like desire comic book wise. I kind of miss the old store when it was like massive. But anyways, let's see what I got. So some of this stuff is a gift for a friend. I have a friend's birthday coming up in a couple of weeks, and I wanted to get them something, that was like quirky and fun. So the first thing I got them, as I can't undo this because it's going to be a gift, is a t-shirt from They Live, which is one of my absolute favorite movies. So this is the politician on here. If you guys remember They Live. This t-shirt is in a size medium, and they were $20 single, or you can get two for $35. So of course I went for two for $35. But I can show you the one I got for myself. So I also got myself a They Live t-shirt. And let's see. Here is the shirt that I got for myself. So if you guys remember this shirt, this is the classic They Live. It's usually like on the VHS or the DVD. I believe it's usually the title picture that you see. So if you guys can remember this, I think this is a John Carpenter movie. But the t-shirt says, you see them on the street, you watch them on TV, you might even vote for one of them this fall. I think it's very appropriate. You think there are people just like you, you're wrong, dead wrong. And then it says, They Live. So highly recommend if you want an 80s horror movie. This is one of my favorites, and it's one of my friends' favorites, and I know they love this movie. So the next thing I got them a couple of things. Go ahead and toss away the bag. Is also from the 80s, The Goonies. If you guys remember The Goonies, it's one of I love horror movies that have kids in it. It's always been one of my favorite things. Like, I'm just a huge fan of like The Goonies, Gremlins, like things like Stand By Me, even though that's not horror, but it's kind of like a suspense. Kind of like coming of age, Stranger Things, that's got that kind of vibe. So Goonies, I got with a little kid on here, and it says Truffle Shuffle. If you guys know, you know. If you've never seen the Goonies, I highly recommend this horror movie. It's not horror, adventure movie with kids. Love it. One of my favorites. And then the next thing I got was a blind item. So it's comic blind bags, and it contains 10 single issues of comics, including one limited variant. So you don't know what you get until you open it. So it was only $8.99, and this is going to be a part of my friend's little birthday package, which will have the t-shirt, the keychain, and this. I think this is a good gift. If you guys agree with me, let me know down in the comments if you would like a gift like this. I just wanted to get something unique. Like, my friend can buy anything for themselves, but I don't know when was the last time they went into Forbidden Planet to treat themselves to like a book. So this is what I got for them. Now, to be honest with you, I actually went in there wanting to get the Crow comic book because I myself have never read the Crow. Of course, I've seen the Crow. I love the Crow. With Brandon Lee, it's one of my absolute favorite movies and soundtracks. If you guys liked the movie, if you guys can remember the soundtrack, I probably listened to the soundtrack like at least a song, like at least the song from The Cure or 9 Inch Nails. I listen to one of the songs at least once a week. It's like absolute in my rotation of music to play. And they have the new Crow coming out, which I've looked at the trailers. I actually think it looks interesting. I'm not so mad about it. I know people were very pissed at how they portrayed Eric Draven in the line that the Skarsgård kid is going with, the one that played Pennywise. But you know what? I'm not going to knock it till I see it. He was amazing as Pennywise. That whole family, actually, I feel, do good movies like that. All the brothers and stuff like that. I really always find their movies entertaining. So, I'm not going to knock it until I go and see it, but everybody is saying, and also like the comic book writer, I think he produced this new movie. If I'm wrong, correct me. He has a say in this new movie. And he said the new movie, their version of it, this version of it is closer to the comic book. So I never read the comic book. And I think, like, I saw a couple of people talking about the trailer. Like, I was watching like some YouTube. This is how much I love The Crow. I was watching YouTube of people watching the trailer, even though the trailers have to be muted because of copyright infringement. But I was watching them watch the trailer and the reaction. And there was like, I think it's Jake Monroe. He's kind of trash, but whatever. He does good reviews. He was talking about what looks kind of interesting about this one is that we're going to get a little bit more of a backstory between the two main characters, why he becomes the Crow, like what happens to him. Like, it looks like there's going to be more of a backstory, how they met. Because like when we get into the Crow, they're already in love. They have this life together that you just know that they're in love, that they keep an eye on this little girl in their neighborhood. But there's no real backstory of their great love. You don't know how they met. You don't know what they've been through, like their journey. And apparently in this new movie, we're getting some of that. Also, I guess what happens, and I always thought this would be a cool idea, like, you know, like, of course, he cannot be killed. The coming back. So apparently in this new movie and in the comic books, when Eric Draven dies, he doesn't just pop back up. He goes someplace. He goes someplace in between this world and the afterlife. And the Crow is there to kind of like help guide him back, right? He has like the guidance of the Crow. And the Crow is also in the Crow, like it is a part of the Crow, but you don't really get that, what is their actual connection. So I think we're getting that more in this new movie, which I am kind of stoked to see how they do it. So I'm really looking forward to it. They do not have a single copy of The Crow there. And they kind of looked at me like I was, like they were shocked that I wanted the comic book. And I'm like, this is like a quintessential fucking comic. Like, how do you not have this comic here? Like, they didn't have a stack of it. Like, this new movie's coming out. Don't you think people are going to be interested in it? And they have the Crow t-shirts all over. And she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, look behind you. There's legitimately 6 Crow t-shirts behind you. How do you not have one comic book? Anyways, they were like, go ahead and order it. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to purchase from somewhere else because like this place was kind of like, they were kind of assholes, right? They're kind of nerdy assholes. Like, I've actually been doing comic books for a long fucking time. I know what I want when I walked in there. So we'll see how many times I go to Forbidden Planet. It was fun today, but the nerdy bouginess I could fucking do without. Sorry for dropping the F-bombs. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for it. I could do without the bougie nerdiness of it. Anyways, guys, this is one of the gifts. I'll let you guys know what comics are in here when we open it. But anyways, thank you so much for tuning into my live. If you haven't already done that, so subscribe. I come on live frequently, but oh my gosh, already my phone is ringing. Sorry, guys. I gotta get off of here. But anyways, sending you all so much love. Gotta do a little glove. And bye.